Look around you. Most people are completely at the mercy of their own minds. A single insult ruins their entire day. A slight inconvenience breaks their focus. They are emotional puppets, and society holds all the strings. Every day, you are being manipulated by the news, by algorithms, by the people around you who project their insecurities onto you. They want you angry. They want you reactive, because a reactive mind is a weak mind. But there is a different breed of player in this game. Someone who looks at the chaos, feels the pressure, and feels absolutely nothing. In the classroom of the elite, Kiyotaka Ayanokoji doesn't win because he is the strongest. He wins because he has mastered the ultimate real-world superpower: absolute emotional control. Today, we are breaking down the dark psychology of the masterpiece mentality. But be warned, we aren't learning this to manipulate others. We are learning this so that the world can never manipulate you again. To understand this level of power, you have to understand the White Room. It is an environment designed to strip away human weakness and forge absolute perfection through brutal psychological conditioning. We don't live in a literal White Room, but make no mistake, reality itself is a ruthless testing ground. When you react emotionally to a setback, whether it's losing your money, getting rejected, or facing a massive failure, you leak your power. Your enemies watch that reaction, and they learn exactly how to break you. Ayanokoji operates on a completely different frequency. He utilizes a psychological weapon called cognitive detachment. It is the ability to sever the link between a stressful event and your emotional response. Think about the last time you lost your temper. Did it solve the problem, or did it close your eyes to the solution? When the 99% face a crisis, they panic. Their heart rate spikes. The 1%, the stoic strategists, zoom out. They view their own life in the third person. They look at the board and ask one question: what is the most optimal next move? To truly understand the power of emotional control, you must look at what happens when you lack it. Look at the antagonists Ayanokoji destroys. Take a character like Ryuan, or even Light Yagami from Death Note. They are highly intelligent, they have power, but they have a fatal flaw: their ego. When their pride is insulted, they lash out. They make moves out of anger rather than logic. They want to be feared. They want to show off. Ego is loud, power is silent. When you let someone make you angry, you are handing them the remote control to your brain. You are saying, "Here, you dictate how I feel today." Ayanokoji destroys his enemies by letting them defeat themselves. He watches them throw tantrums, waste their energy, and expose their weaknesses. Then, when they are exhausted by their own emotions, he strikes. If you want to survive in the modern world, you must kill your ego before someone else uses it to kill you. Let's pull this out of the anime and into your reality. Let's look at the modern battlefield. Imagine you are in a room. Your boss, a rival, or a toxic friend disrespects you in front of everyone. They mock your work. Your heart rate spikes. Your blood boils. Your instinct is to shout back, to defend your honor, to prove them wrong. If you do that, you lose. You just gave them exactly what they wanted: a reaction. Apply the Ayanokoji strategy. You pause. You detach. You look at them not as enemies, but as data points. Why are they insulting you? Usually, it is because they are insecure. They are trying to lower your status to raise their own. Instead of getting angry, you respond with cold, dead silence. You maintain eye contact. You show absolutely zero emotion. Silence is terrifying to an emotional person. When you don't react, their attack bounces off your armor and hits them right back. They look foolish. You look untouchable. That is the power of defense magic. You don't have to treat people like tools, but you must absolutely stop letting people use you as theirs. Building an iron fortress around your mind is not edgy. It is survival. The corporations that buy your attention, the apps on your phone, they study your dopamine receptors. They know exactly how to trigger your outrage so you keep scrolling and keep buying. When you lack emotional control, you are a walking target. But when you detach, you become immune to impulse buying. You stop arguing with people who don't matter. You reclaim your focus. And in the modern economy, focus is the most valuable currency. If you want to build wealth, if you want physical strength, if you want respect, you cannot be a slave to your feelings. Your final quest is this: the 3-second audit. The next time you feel anger, anxiety, or the urge to quit, force a 3-second pause. Ask yourself, does reacting emotionally benefit my ultimate goal? If the answer is no, drop the emotion. Choose the calculated, optimal move. The world is a game. Stop playing as an NPC controlled by your feelings. Take the controller. If you are ready to master your own mind and walk the path of the strategist, hit subscribe. We are building an army of the 1%. I'll see you in the next session.